Welcome back to your D.R. Horton Homeowner Maintenance 101. In this segment, we're going to be going over Aire humidifier system. And what is that? An Aire humidifier system is something that you use primarily in the winter. In the state of Minnesota, which you're moving into, basically what happens is as temperature goes down during the winter, so does the humidity outside and inside your house. Colder air is drier air. And so what we do here at D.R. Horton is we supply you with an Aire, which is a whole house humidity system. Some homeowners have had it in the past, some homeowners haven't. I'm still going to go through the correct operation and the maintenance of this system. Basically in the summer, you turn it off. You do not need to have it run in the summer. Mother Nature puts enough humidity into your house as it is going through the summer. And that's why we use our air conditioner to basically dehumidify your house. But I would still recommend purchasing a dehumidifier and putting it in your mechanical room, letting it drain to the floor drain, and that way you are still dehumidifying your house in the summer, helping your air conditioner, and making you feel more comfortable in your house. Now, shutting it off. If you forget to shut it off in the summer, the system will not override and continually put moisture in your house because you have it set at level 4, 5, 6, or 7. It senses the airflow that is coming in and out of your house and also the airflow in your house based off of this number. And so it's not going to turn on and humidify your house. But we recommend that you shut it off. So, you come in the middle of December, January, and February. You reach for a doorknob, you shock yourself. Your sweater's static. Your hair is a frizz. Basically what you're having is you're having dryness in your house. What I would recommend here at D.R. Horton is coming down here and starting to turn the level of your humidifier up. There is a level of 1 to 7. Best way to remember that is 1 and 7 is like an electric range. 1 being simmer, 7 being boil. The higher you turn it up, the more water that you'll introduce into the system, thus then humidifying your house. So I'm turning it up, and what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for a click. And as you saw, I heard a click at a 4. That click is basically turning the system on with the green light. I recommend here at D.R. Horton that you turn it to 5. Go 1 past. I'll shut it off for a second. So if you turn it to 4 and you hear a click, turn it to 5. You do not have to come down here every day and adjust it, but you do need to follow the recommendations of the information that our D.R. Horton job suits will give you. This being said, what it's going to go through is what is condensation. Condensation is moisture on your glass of your windows. Warm, moist air going to cold glass. D.R. Horton, Minnesota supplies all your windows as vinyl windows, which is very nice because then we don't have to worry about the moisture sitting on a wood window. And here at D.R. Horton, we are okay with a little bit of moisture on your windows. That tells us you're living healthy. You're cooking, you're cleaning, you're taking baths and showers. You're doing a lot of human moisture. It's also going to go through what dryness is, window condensation we talked about. Especially in the winter, once you wake up in the morning, open up your blinds, let the wind and the air of the furnace and the temperature of the sun warm up your glass and bring the moisture back in the house. If you have too much high moisture in your house, you're going to have a lot of moisture on your glass. Too low, you're not going to show much. But it's also based off the temperature outside. And so that's why we give you a chart. This chart will tell you where temperature is outside and where humidity should be at in your house. This will be supplied to you as part of your D.R. Horton walkthrough package from the D.R. Horton job suits. And what it means is if it's 40 degrees out, you should be at 40% relative humidity. If you're at 30 degrees and going down, it's basically going to reduce the humidity so you don't have as much condensation on your windows. You don't have to come down here every day. You don't have to sit and adjust this. You basically get to a comfortability range where you know that your house is not dry, but yet it's not too moist. Temperature will dictate that a lot inside your house and outside your house. Again, this will be supplied to you by your D.R. Horton job suit at the time you walk through. So you can tape it, you can stick it right on the wall of your furnace. So if you ever have to come down here and adjust it, you know exactly where to go to. Now the system operates very easily. It's very easily to maintain and take care of. Basically when I turn it to that number 4 or 5, it clicks, it starts the water cylinder, which basically is opening up water into the air. Eventually you'll see a yellow light blink on which will tell you to clean your filter. To reset that, you would turn it all the way past 7 to test reset. It will blink for about 3-4 seconds and then it will go away. Now, how do I operate this and how to maintain it? Operation is right here by the dial we set, 1 to 7. Cleaning and maintaining of this is right over here. This is the cover. This is the controller for your Aire air system. Your water line is coming from your hot water heater, coming up in here, and this is the wiring that is then going up in your controller. To open it, basically all I'm going to do is grab it and just pull it apart, compress your fit, and set it down. This is the inside of your Aire. Basically, you have two things in here. You have a damper, which controls the airflow. In the summer, you want to close it. In the winter, you want to open it. There is a label here that says summer, winter, summer. So it's pretty easy to understand and remember. So right now I have it at winter, and then I can turn it to summer. Because again, you don't need to use it in the summer. The water line comes in from the water heater, is right here. And I'm going to pop out your filter. And this is your filter right here. That water line connected right into there. This is your water filter. Pop this off. As you can see, it's got a little bit of water because you're running it. This is your filter. You can buy this at Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, Mills Food Farm, any big box store, Amazon, or you can also go through Sabre to purchase it. With a family of 4, typically this will last 1 winter. When this starts to look like a piece of white cheesecake or caked up with water minerals that are being dried out, it's the time to remove it and throw it away. Basically, pull it out, throw this away, take a new one, slide it in, put the cover right back on, and you're ready to set it back in the hole right now. There is a drain hole right here, and your water line connection is right here. There is a drain hole right here, which would connect to this, and then your water line would inject right back into here. This filter is in great shape. This filter is ready to go for the winter. Again, we would replace this in the spring based on how much moisture and how much of the humidifier you use during the season. But D.R. Horton recommends once a year. I'm going to go ahead and set this back in the hole. I'm going to go ahead and click the water line back in. And snap it back in. Basically ready to go. If it would be winter, I would open this up. If it would be summer, I would just leave it closed. And it is a friendly reminder to try to close this as much as you can this summer, because by bypassing the opening for the Aire, you do not reduce your air conditioner capacity, you give it full capacity, which will help you in the summer stay nice and cool. Cover, again, is labeled an Aire 600, so if you ever have questions, your model number, that. And also, inside here, here's your manual, excuse me, for your Aire 600 right here. I'm going to go ahead and put the cover back on, get that all set up. Sliding it back over, and plugging it back on, and you're good to go there. If you have any further questions, please refer to your homeowner's manual, which is given to you by your salesperson on your thumb drive, or check our website at drhorton.com underneath that for warranty information.